advance failed. Pull back to the MLR.
And what is up, everybody? My name is Nick Holden, and I'm joined by Mr. D. Dallas, and we just figured out that you can stream via the PlayStation, and you can also unmute yourself after talking to everybody for the past 10 minutes. So,
it's like basically you're sitting here and speaking to ourselves.
Basically, but it was a good conversation nonetheless, and now you can enjoy it too, as we're going to cross over to the finale between the lads from Energy Fear as well as Ventus. Now, we were talking about a game between the two a bit earlier, Dallas, and of course you've got a little bit of a vested interest in the lad from Ventus Gaming.
Yeah.
But let's go through that game. First map.
Yeah, first map, Ventus took that one away from Ian. It was 250 to 166 to the Ventus lads. And then after that, Nick, a hectic CTF.
Hectic CTF. So setting the scene here for you a little bit. 4-1 in favor of the lads from Energy. And seemingly out of nowhere, a capture from Ventus, then another capture, and another capture to tie it all the way up to 4-all. And from that point, momentum was in their favor, but turned it around in the last seconds, actually split seconds, 0.6 split seconds. 0.6. And turned it around, Energy Esports into their favor and won that one. Then we went all the way to Search and Destroy. I believe that was a 6-3.
That was a 6-3, correct.
In favor of Ventus. So, a little bit of revenge now on the line for Energy Esports, whereas the lads from Ventus Gaming are going to try do exactly what they did in that first one. And we're just looking over to the teams. Everybody's been excited. So far, the Minor Land program, I can't be happier with what has been achieved. And we're talking about a little bit about your favorite area of the world, PE, a bit earlier.
Yeah.
We had a Minor Land there. 4 teams rocked up. They basically went through group stages, best of 5, then a double Elam best of 5, and I believe we've got a winner result on that one. You're more than welcome to check at African Gaming for the latest results. And then in Joburg, 8 teams from around the area came to Nexus, where they played against one another. And I'm not too sure exactly who won that, but we do have those that we expect, the Stuyvesant boys.
Yeah, we expect. I don't know where they got their names from, but
maybe they got it from Peter.
Yeah, you never know. But that I think it was them themselves that won that tournament. I don't know.
I'm not 100% too sure, but more than welcome to check that and break it out as we're about to get things started. It is, of course, the lads from Energy Fear taking on Ventus Gaming, and I want to find out what is your favorite team to win this one. Make sure you hit us up on at African Gaming or at D Dallas or at Holden ZA or at I don't know who else you want to get hold of, but you're more than welcome to try and get hold of them. It is, of course, the lad from Ventus Gaming taking on Energy Fear, and is map number 1 going to be Gibraltar.
Like, oh my goodness, you know, most of the people don't like this map, and I know Ian played this map a couple of times today, where Ventus, it's their first one on Gibraltar, so I don't know who to call it, but Ian was quite hot against the guys from Broski.
The Broskis, and it looks like we've got bots in the game.
We got bots in the game.
Blame Dallas. Blame Dallas.
That was all Nick. That was all.
Honestly, Dallas gives me the controller. He gives me the controller after he pushes start the game, and he just basically sits back and let's just watch this implode on itself. So thank you, Dallas.
No problem, man.
For that one.
No problem.
As we now just have to once again get this reset. Maybe I should put up the names as well. No, we're just going to leave it as is. You guys should recognize Ventus and you should recognize Ian. Right.
Just to mention, Ian is playing with 2 subs. They have Kaiser to Beelzebub, and they've got Alton from BVD as well. And then on the side of Ventus, it's only the one change, that is Kyle Hypz subbing in for Jamie, as Jamie's in Johannesburg land.
Jamie's in Johannesburg, as it looks like we're about to get this one started finally, and let's just talk about the slaying potential of both of these teams. I mean, you've got Mikiii and Frosty, of course, big players. Inferno as well.
Yes.
On the other side of things, Ventus has been looking absolutely... To be honest, you know what's the difference between these two teams? At the moment, skill of individual players, I think Ian's probably got that advantage.
I agree.
Ventus, in terms of strategical advantage and being synchronized as a unit, they've got that advantage. So, let's see how this one's going to be able to kick off, and your predictions going into this one.
Well, I've seen Ian play on this map today, and I'm leaning towards them. I know, like, manager of Ventus, obviously I must say, okay, I'm all Ventus, but just looking at how Ian played this game earlier today, I'm going to give this to Ian 250 to 180.
Well, looking from this side of things, it is a 3-sub, 1 AR for both of these teams. Inferno going to be holding AR on his side, and then Tippman going to be rocking that out from his side. So let's jump into this one, and I want to jump on board with Mr. Tippman himself, of course, going to be rocking that FG42. As obviously, you're going to try get those steer him.
He finds the second as well. And he's going to look now for the third in hill, and that is, I think it's Kaiser, and he does get it. So he's already 200 points away from his first couple of streaks, is Tippman.
Great start here from Tippman, as once again, do have spawn control at the moment. So that's one thing that we're going to want to keep an eye on in that top left-hand corner, just those map rotations. As at the moment, either way, these points are going to swing, to be honest. It is quite a volatile hill. You want to make sure you get that top control. And now Frosty is in a good position to be able to pick off a couple of players as at bridge. Now works his way across to the left-hand side, and this should be giving him an indication that he needs to try and make the push for spawns. And does get spotted out, and he will be able to come out on top of that one, but does get traded out. So Inferno holding things down as Ventus still managed to control spawns here as going into map 1. This is a one and done in a single elimination style. It is not double elim. We just didn't have the time, unfortunately. Today we did go through a group stage of 4 and 5 teams respectively, so the guys have got a lot of game time in, and to make it this far in the tournament, I think this is their 7th game, so a lot of good land practice, at least in one day of play.
Yeah, definitely. But the big thing you can see here now, there is 35 seconds left. I think Ian will be ready to rotate already and just set up next, as I think this might just be a losing battle for them, pushing that last bit of the hill. Gibraltar, very big map, and Inferno on top there with an FG. Very important is the Skyville, and we can already see Case and Ian is heating up and catching the likes of Ventus.
I like this position here from Inferno. Just going to be able to get those cutoffs with the AR as he does spot out Hypz. Should be an easy kill, as believe Hypz is running with that SMG at the moment with 6 seconds on the hill. Ventus currently in the lead, but it is going to be a difficult one to defend against all the Ian lads, as Mikiii will get taken out. He should be able to still get those spawns, as that's player 8 coming off with spawns right now, and a big gunfight's going to be here in the middle as he does manage to pick up one. I don't know if he knows there's a play on his right hand side. Make that 2 as EN looking really solid. Tippman so far doing relatively well for his team as he finally goes negative there, as Kaiser de Beelzebub
Hey,
going to be locking down this left-hand side.
The retired man, that I don't know why he's retired, but hopefully he does come back. He does still have his skill then. Hopefully he finds a team, or wants to find a team. But Ian crawling their way back into this. And if you look at the scoreboard on the right-hand side, it's outslaying by Ian over Ventus.
Yeah, definitely outslaying at the moment, but rotation's going in favor of Ventus, but Mikiii won't be able to pick him off. Ooh! Interesting enough, I believe Mikiii is running there with armored, so of course, since he was in infantry, he couldn't get the direct steer.
Yeah. Unfortunately, could not, as armored definitely helps towards the stuns, so he cancels those out. But we can see now Ventus takes control over this hill. There's 50 seconds left, and I think it is Mikiii and Frosty that will be pushing in now. And as I mentioned, that armor is very, very crucial when it comes to stuns, and that's 3 down for the side of Ventus, and Ian will retake that. Yeah,
really good retake, especially considering that the rotations went in favor of Ventus, who decided, you know what, at those last 20 seconds of the hill, that they weren't going to do that anymore. But so far, a relatively close game between the two teams, as Inferno is going to be holding up this top lookout, and not going to be really challenged for these past 20 seconds as Tippman tries to get some shots. Oh, Inferno looking very, very solid at this point, currently 10 and 6.
Yeah, definitely looks very, very good. He's on a 4 streak. If we jump over there to Lee Javaa, he's on streaks as well. He's almost all streaked out, and he's still looking for the kill on Inferno, and I think he might just fall from behind. Still spots him with the machine pistol, and he does get it, so that makes him all streaked out, and but Ian still has that advantage.
Going to be really important here. Ventus now currently still holding the spawns at the moment, but it's Inferno that's going to be trying to push into this area to try control spawns for his team. This is going to be relatively important for him to try stay alive, try stay up, and give his team map control. Unfortunately, he will fall down there, and it looks like spawns once again are going to stay in favor of Ventus Gaming, which is also important when these streaks come out, and he's going to actually decide to use those fighter pilots as they rain down some chaos, and he's going to be able to come up one, and that is ladies and gentlemen, it's not John Cena, it's Javaa Cena. And unfortunately, he gets spotted out. It's a very unlike John Cena moment.
Yeah, definitely. But the big thing you can see there is, as Lee got killed in the hill, all his teammates spawned right at the opposite hill. So Ian did a very, very good job getting the spawn for themselves. And now it's up to Ventus yet again to break this.
Yeah, big opportunity. Oh, Tippman just turns around, says, no way are you going to be able to shut me down. But it looks like Ventus Hypz willing to stand up to that task. As now currently 125 points in favor of EN. As it looks like, the glide bomb will get brought down. Does not manage to connect with anyone, but it does give opportunity for Ventus to try and push their way in. 2 kills get quickly traded out. Mikiii is the last one to stand up. As 33 seconds left on the hill. It's going to be Tippman that needs to stay alive. Unfortunately, did not check the correct corner there. As the players still get the good spawns here, but there is one player on the opposite side. It's Inferno, who's going to try and maintain those spawns at overhang, but it looks like Javaa as well as Tippman are up themselves. Important gunfights.
That's crucial.
Javaa needs to stay alive. He needs to stay up here for his team. As he spots out one. Oh, he's not going to go for the challenge as he comes around. Should be able to shut down Frosty. Does exactly that and tries to pre-fire around the corner. And this is going to be important gunfights for him to try and win here. As he makes the correct decision and pushes in. But just like that, he gets read out as Mikiii shuts him down. And essentially, Ventus get pushed a little bit further. But just like that, thanks to Cena, or should I say Javaa, as well as Tippman, they managed to turn that around into their favor.
Oh, that's the big thing when it comes to Gibraltar. The spawns on this map is incredibly bad. I would put it. If you don't have control over your cave hill, then or just cave, you won't get the spawn. So you really have to commit one guy right at the back.
Yeah.
But the score only an 8-point difference to the side of Ian, and they're still slaying out. It's Mikiii going absolutely huge for the team. 25 and 16.
Yeah, Mikiii doing really well for his team there, being the last one left alive to try challenge that hill as rotations now go towards the good old what are we calling this one? The gunner? I completely forget the name of this hill. As it looks like the rotations are going to be able to come in here as we cross down to the turret. Is that
Turret hill?
Turret hill, there we go.
Oh, Tippman finding 3 there, so it gives his team the edge
and now
right
look,
from the start.
If we just take a look at this, it's got to be a split push here as number 8, that is Mikiii, managed to get the kill to break down some tension, as that should make it a 4v3 situation before the teams get back into it. So this should give an opportunity for Energy to try push in and do exactly that, as it's going to be Kaiser Bob trying to stay up on top of this one. And wow, that is a mouthful of a name.
That is for sure. If we just look at the sides yet again, it's Case or just Case now with a 2-streak or 2-man kill there, so he needs to keep working on that. Probably going to tell his teammates, listen here, just come help me a bit more, Neil, I'm all alone. But no pressure coming from the side of Ventus as of yet. It's only Hypz there around the corner. Will he spot him? Oh, nope, and he does fall.
Currently a very, very clear role between Frosty and Built-Up to be playing on the hill and trying to get those kills, whereas Mikiii hardly has any time on the board, but is slaying out and really doing well for his team. And across the other side of things, Tippman is probably the only player that is going positive for his team, which gives you an indication that their rotations and their breaks have been really good to stay into this one.
And he still has those 2 streaks. He's on a 5-streak currently, still looking for one. He's 200 points off that, and if he can get that, that's huge for them. And they just now took the lead over Ian yet again.
Does give away his position here as he just holds down to every second he can get. And Ian maybe waiting for their players to come off a spawn, and it's going to be Heroz that pushes in, and it looks like it's Mr. Javaa himself that shuts him down, and he pushes back into spawn. Absolutely fantastic.
That's huge. That spawn rotation right there is really...
This is going to be really, really important for Tippman to try hold every second he can and try pick up a kill somewhere along the line.
That's crucial.
So they've got 2 streaks in hand at the moment. They've got Javaa as well as Tippman. Artillery barrage, that's going to allow them not to need to rotate early. They can hold for every single point and use those barrages to push their opposition out of the spots.
Yeah. That's the big thing when it comes to your streaks. They now... artillery barrage is the right-hand side of steps, so they just give them... Yeah, they're just forcing the side of Ian to push all around, not go through there, and more streaks there for Javaa, Cena. And looks like Ventus is busy crawling away.
Ventus slowly but surely doing it and turning things around. All players were essentially going negative a bit earlier, but just relying on good teamwork and communication and coordinated breaks to be able to come into the hill and shut down their opposition. As it's Inferno looking to come off a spawn right now, as it was Frosty, I believe, pushing his way forward. I'm not too sure. 20 seconds left. He's going to try challenge this alone, and Tippman's going to shut down the door in front of him. Essentially, they can hold down time now.
Yeah.
Because Tippman, I believe, has streaks. Yeah, he can just basically hang back. They don't need to rotate too early. Just grab every second that you can, and that's going to basically put them right close to the edge of winning this one.
Yeah, well, they are 12 points away from winning this over the side of Ian. The streaks will now probably be committed by all of the Ventus players, as Mikiii is keeping 2-3 people's attention to him. And you still have Frosty there on top bricks. Hypz gets 2, so that's 2 down. But yet again, look the spawn for Ian.
And it's going to be the glide bomb coming down, trying to take the players off with spawn. Not going to be able to connect with one. But it looks like this is going to be a big opportunity as Frosty takes out his teammate Mikiii. It's got to be the likes of Javaa trying to take him down. But Frosty staying strong in hill. However, he does get shut down by Tippman. And just like this is going to be such a massive win for Ventus if they do secure this one, as they have been looking strong on search and destroy. And just like that, it does get contested. And just like that, it's Ventus coming up big, 250 to 194.
That's huge.
Yeah.
I did not expect that coming from Ventus on Gibraltar, but huge plays from
Mikiii.
both teams.
Look at Mikiii, 36 and 26.
The carry
phenomenal. He really need to look to his teammates on that one.
He played a pinnacle role for his team, but unfortunately did fall short right there. It's 250 to 194 over the likes of Ian. Well done to Ventus. Now we move along to SND. Nick, you're going to find the map there for us?
I am going to do exactly that for you. Of course, all maps are being randomized thanks to the new ACGL system that we have been using on online tournaments throughout. This is actually the first time we've been using it at a LAN system. So quite excited about that. So far, I mean, Dore, in terms of the minor LAN program, what we've been trying to achieve here is trying to get more local competition, not forcing teams to have to fly up to one area or another, and being able to develop their local regional competition. Also allows a little bit of cross-pollination between teams, maybe a little bit of knowledge to be shared between existing teams and those that are looking for new players. So, so far so good. I've been really happy with how everything's turned out today. But let's take a look at what map number 2 is going to be as we get this one loaded up. I believe we're going to London Docks, good sir.
London Docks.
Oh, forget London too.
Well, they did play London Docks earlier today. It was a 3-series London Docks, and Ventus came out on top in the SND in London Docks, 6-3, as you mentioned. And I wonder if they can do it again. They are 2 maps away from beating Ian in the grand final. Please leave your prediction in the chat. We'd like to get to them. We'll see who gets closest. But Nick, your prediction?
My prediction is that the one team will beat the other.
Okay, you're right.
I have a feeling that I'll be right with that one. But I honestly think Energy have been looking good on Search and Destroy. No. Kiri's was looking really solid. From Broski's a bit earlier today when he took on the one team, but I think Energy shut them down quite convincingly. That was in the match preceding this one. So when it comes down to Ventus here today, they've got their work cut out for them. Inferno's been really solid with a sniper rifle. And then from Mikii's side, always really looking confident with that PPSH in hand. On the other side of things, let's just go through the weapon selections here and see if we've got any. Ooh,
sniper. Let's stick with
Wait.
Inferno.
He's not on the attacking team. We'll stick with him next time.
Okay.
Yeah. We just need to stay with the teams here. So let's go to the man that was really doing well in the start, and let's see if he manages to do it exactly again. It is Mr. Tippman himself, and going to be rocking out that FG42. And tell me, after that patch, why do you think a lot of players are going for the FG42 over the bar?
Well, the FG has received a huge buff yet again on the fire rate and the damage. So the FG is back in the hands of most comp players again. The bar in the pocket yet again. The meta changes every 2 weeks, every week you could say, but it's all up to the teams to change to that meta.
Absolutely, as now it is a 2v3 situation in hands of Bravado Inferno, now left in a 1v3.
That dual pistols, I can tell you now, it's probably going to piss off most of the players he's going to play against if he uses those dual pistols.
And just like that, doesn't actually even manage to fire a shot off of them, as it's going to be the lads from Ventus taking the 1-0 lead there. Of course, trying to push their way towards the bomb site, and essentially did it at quite a fast pace. Challenging Inferno in the middle of the map was Tippman throughout that Semtex grenade just to put him off. And from there, picked up an easy kill on Frosty, who rushed out early, even though he knew the position of Tippman, which was a bit odd. Or at least we assume that. We assume Inferno talked to him. But once again, let's go on board with the attacking team, and it's going to be Inferno with the sniper rifle in hand.
Yeah, we'll see him now staring down the cross to A-bomb. If he sees someone, he'll definitely call it out for his team. Unfortunately, I don't think he has spotted one.
Oh, the smoke grenades come out.
So definitely a strat coming in there from Ventus, getting this smoke down. But first blood goes to Mr. Lee Javaa, and then Frosty trades him out immediately. And it's down to a 3v3.
Clearly a comfortable position here for Inferno, and we have been seeing him snipe through this right-hand side as the bomb does get planted, thanks to the notification system. As it looks like rotations come in hand, Inferno's going to be able to connect with one, turns to his right-hand side to see if anybody's going to be able to rock up there, as it's going to be Tippman and Hypz, as it looks like Hypz managed to pick up one kill for himself and spots out the second, but not going to be able to clean that up, and it's Tippman left into a 1v2 situation here, as he dices his way through, will be able to come up with one. I'm not too sure if he's going to be able to spot out those second here, as it is Inferno who stays up and will be able to connect with the shot from distance.
Those dual pistols, I've seen tweets coming from the pros in CWL saying these dual pistols are a pain in the back.
They definitely are a pain in Ventus' back right there, as he gets a couple of bullets put right into the rear. As once again, 1-1 on Search and Destroy so far, and if you just joined us, it is 1-0 in map count to the lads from Ventus Gaming. And I want to jump on board with Hypz here. He managed to do quite good work a little bit early on in terms of trading a kill, and he is rocking out with that PvP SH, and he's going to take some heavy damage as Inferno manages to pick up one kill, bringing this to a 3v4.
I must say, Alton on this London Docks S&D really does real well with his sniper, and gives more call-outs than you'll usually get the kills. But then that's all you need from an S&D standpoint. So you'll probably be looking for even more. Frosty gets one, and from behind, Lee, is he going to turn around?
Yeah, he spotted him just at the wrong time there. A little bit of COD timing and not being able to see him jump across. So yeah, Mikiii is
like order.
Yeah, there we go. Just like that. What a lovely kill to get in a competitive game. You know what? Just chill in the corner, turn your head. Hey, bro! Take the kill, take a couple of shots, and just like that, easy peasy. As it looks like, once again, we're going to cross over to the attacking team, which is going to be the lads from Energy. And I want to go on board with Frosty. He's been looking very, very aggressive in his rushes so far. And at the moment,
definitely spotted one. And the nade will definitely come in now from his side. I don't know if he spotted two of them, but he definitely spotted Frosty. And we can see player number 4, Heroz, right behind. I think it's behind Inferno. He does get shots in him. Almost falls. But Mikiii as well falls to Hypz, and it's all left to almost said Kaiser, but all left to Frosty in a 1v4 situation.
1v4 going to be really tough as he managed to pick up one, and just like that turns his head and spots another one in beer as he does get rushed from the lads from Ventus Gaming, and shots do get put on either side. Rock in a hard place.
Nowhere to go.
And dodging next to the statue, and essentially needed to just stand as still as the statue to be able to try get away with that one, unfortunately. Giving away a little bit too much movement and giving himself the vulnerability of being shot there from his opposite number. So far, when it comes down to score countdown, it is 2 apiece. Both of these teams not letting the other get a lead.
No, it is tight as can be. It's 2 apiece. I think it's Heroz. If we jump on board with Heroz quickly, he's got the bomb in hand. I think. Yet again, Inferno with the sniper watching the cross.
He's been absolutely crucial.
Kaiser will be the aggressor there as well, pushing up to Tippman.
I'm not following these plays too well because I don't believe that they need to. They got the pick.
Yep.
You've got the bomb side control. Why are you forcing yourself into that position into the front of beer there?
Agreed.
Especially when you know the opposition is going to be pushing towards that. I mean, going to be held up in that side. We saw that rush come out, and that early pick from Inferno should be able to give out a little bit of information from his side. So maybe a little bit of a misplay there from Kaiser Beelzebub, but let's see if he manages to turn things around. Let's jump over on board with the sneaky little crawler that is Mr. Javaa himself. Let's see if he can turn this around into his favor.
Inferno definitely heard him.
Had to have heard that. Whoa! Big play.
That's huge.
Spots out Mikiii, but Mikii's going to be able to get the jump on him. 29 seconds left on the clock.
And the bomb still needs to be planted by Ventus.
It looks like Frosty knows exactly where this bomb is at this point, so let's see what he's going to be able to do. We can't give away too much information. Of course, the players are right here, and there we go. Hypz is going to be able to come up with one kill.
And I think definitely Mikiii will be pushing him straight away.
Not too sure.
Yeah, he's pushing him. Mikiii should get the kill here. If he doesn't rush us,
Just like that, Mikiii does pick up the crucial bullets.
And some.
Oh, Mikiii is also going to give him a couple of bullets in the back.
Disrespect coming from the side of Mikiii.
As the bomb defuse will come down, the code that everybody knows at this point will get inserted into the bomb and the defuse will come in. As it is going to be the lads from Energy Esports taking the lead for the first time, I believe, in the search and destroy.
I think so, yes. Oh, no, I think
no, they took the first round, yeah. Do apologize.
But I think I would like to jump on with Case, yeah. The pickup for Ian as well as Inferno. Case is currently 2 and 4. I don't think anyone from the side of Ventus has a sniper, so won't be watching those lanes as will Inferno. But someone right in the right-hand corner, just below him.
It's a really good position for him to be in at the moment, as it looks like Ventus have made the correct decision to dedicate their players around this area.
And the big thing now will be who gets the... Oh my goodness, Hypz fell off the map.
Should be some good...
No way.
Oh no, that was terrible. That was the perfect position for him to be in. And he does manage to back himself into the water. And essentially there's basically children that just pull you into the water there. And
I have no idea what happened.
It's a bit of a horror movie when they do bring you in there. But it does happen once in a while. As the London docks, unfortunately, the deadliest water of them all. As it's going to be Tippman taking on Frosty. And
don't do the same thing, Case. Don't do the same thing. Keep your life, but it's all up to Tippman. He's 7 and 4 on a 2 streak, and he's rocking the FG42. See if he can maybe get a pick, play his life if he wants to.
He's checking his corners well enough as he spots out Frosty here. 23 seconds left on the clock. I don't think he's got enough time on the board here, but never doubt the man. Tippman coming, and will get shut down. And just like that, it's going to be Energy Esports doubling their lead against their opposite number, as Frosty will be able to shut down him relatively quickly there.
The first 2-point lead we saw in this SND.
Yeah, they're finally breaking away.
Yeah, Ian now, yes, the next round must go to the side of Ventus if they stand any chance of winning this map here. But it's still looking all gleam to them, as I think it's Heroz struggling a bit, and so is Javaa 3 and 5 and 2 and 4. 3 and 5 and 2 and 4 is the score count for the lads from Ventus, as it looks like Inferno's going to be able to come up with a big pick, and Mikiii says, "Sit down, son," as it looks like it's going to come down to a 2v3, make that 1v3, as his team amount, or should I say, the amount of players get halved, as Hypz. Let's see if he can bring exactly that, some hype plays. As it looks like Inferno does manage to spot him out here, as he's going to just try to play his life. It's going to be very, very difficult when the onslaught of Ian players just stop pushing you. And will he be able to rotate from this one? No, just like that, comes up with a kill and shuts him down. It is going to be Ian breaking away with a 3-round lead on the search and destroy. It's going to be so crucial for them to get back into this game. Yeah, I really don't think there's a way back for Ventus right now. I think it's Inferno as well working on his streaks, and they now take a one round away from taking this SND 6-2. We'll see if they can close it out, but it's all up to Heroz now to bring things back, as he's 2 and 5, and all up to Case to get that bomb down, not push too much, and win this map.
Yeah, so Inferno has been really, really solid throughout the search and destroy thus far. Oh, and it looks like we've run out of controller battery. So let me get a micro USB, and we can get back into the live action. But we've still got the action on our screen at the moment, as we give away Mr. Rob, the ACGL man himself. We give away his profile to everybody on stream, as it looks like Frosty's going to come up with 2, and just like that, it's going to be Energy Esports picking up yet another round. And we do apologize for the controller issue, as always bring a wide cable with you, is the lesson learned from that one.
No, but that was a really, really good play from Ian. They played the SND quite well when it came to the halftime stage, and they did exactly that and takes this map 6-2. And the players definitely that stood out for me in this one was Inferno with his snipes, checking his corner, checking his sights, and giving the necessary call-outs to his team.
Frosty also coming up relatively big there for his team, 9 and 4, as definitely contending there for the player of the match so far in that search and destroy, at least. As now it's time to cross over to the mode that I am so happy is back into Call of Duty. It is CTF, Capture the Flag. And we're going to the forest, good sir.
far risk we come. CTF on Ardennes Forest, I think, more strategic than any other map to play. There's many spawns to go to, and it's going to be crucial for the AOs here to take control and make things easier for the SMGs.
So just talking about when you're defending bunker side, I still think bunker side is one of my favorite ways to run, just in terms of cover. You've got long lines of sight, but you've also got that you've got shorter lines of sight when you pull the flags from both of those areas, but that long line of sight if you need AR cover off of one of your players who's coming off of spawn. So that's my preferred area of running, but we have seen players use those alleys, or should I say fire, as well as the cut between cabin, to be able to use those Duke methods. The flag does update, I think, every 5 seconds in terms of the map. So let's see what's going to happen with this one, and let's maybe just go through the players and see exactly who's running what. Mikii's got the sub, so does Kaiser. We've got 2 ARs, so we've got a 2 AR, 3. Oh,
2 split. No, 3.
No. We've got 3 SMGs on the side of Ventus.
Oh, okay.
So they're going to look for those close confrontations and maybe try get that mid control relatively early.
Yeah, as you said, that mid control is really crucial when it comes to CTF on Ardennes Forest. So it's real crucial for the FGs, probably, that will be sitting mid. And Heroz timing on some kids. No, does find one. Will he find Frost? No, as he falls with the FG.
And just like that, 4 players down from Ventus Gaming, as it's going to be Energy Esports pushing forward here. And it's a relatively decent spawn here from the lads from Ventus, as he will get shut down, however, needs some support here. And it's going to be Ian coming up so strong, and it looks like an overextend is going to be
that 4th player
potentially coming in here from
player
Heroz. Oh, huge plays.
He needs to get the road. Will he get Kaiser as well?
Oh,
that's
massive.
huge. That's huge. And now he's working on streaks as well, and puts his team in the preferred position, maybe to grab the flag and run as quick as possible right through ruins.
A very dangerous position to try go for that overextend, but making it work for him and his team there, as he will be able to pick up the shots here. Currently, it looks like on the spread side of things, Ventus are pressing map control, but on the other side of things, it looks like Inferno is going to be able to resurge into the mid here to be able to gain some control for him and his team.
Yeah, we'll see now. Inferno with an FG42 sitting on fire tank. Unfortunately, does fall there by John Cena, or Javaa Cena rather. And Frosty looking for it is Heroz right here at the back. And
there is a myth and a legend going around that if you do play as John Cena in this game, that you basically you just can run flags.
You'll not be seen.
It's perma smoke, as it looks like the lads from Energy are going to press once again. They didn't make the most of their efforts when they got the Ventus boys down to a 4-0. And it looks like, some interesting shots as Mikiii jumps in, turns around, and unfortunately will get shut down there. So we move over to Tippman, who's working his way up this left-hand side. At the moment, furthest forward from the lad from Energy Esports is Kaiser de Beelzebub. It's going to be very important for him to try and maintain this gunfight. So Ventus now pressing. They do have map control.
Yeah, the big thing now for me is, do they stick together? Do they send 2 people to the bunkers or the cabin side? Or do they push 2 people right through mid? And I think Inferno will be caught from behind. Heroz just tends to back out, and that's 2 down now from the Ian guys. All pressure now from Ventus as he finds another, and that was a big carry here. As it looks like Javaa does have the flag in hand. It's going to be Inferno trying to push his way forward, as well as Mikiii on the other side of things. So let's see what they're going to be able to do with this one. I believe that's a stun grenade, fantastically used there, as he's going to be able to buy some time for his teammates to come forward. He will get shut down, however, and it looks like it's going to be Javaa running that one in for the first flag cap of the game. That's huge, and that kill from Lee on Frosty as he gets his streaks as well, and jumping into the sky cam, a new addition to.
See this? I'm not too sure about this from Hypz. He's basically giving them that spawn on that right-hand side, and he's going to try cut them off here as he does exactly that. So let's jump on board and see what they're going to be able to do down this left-hand side.
Lee still working on his streaks. Still 50 away from one. Oh, unfortunately does die there, but Heroz still in the spawn of Ian. Will he get the kill there on Kaiser? Yes,
all he needs to do is be the thorn in the side of Ian at this moment. I don't think he needs to make a play on flag directly. Oh, and there we go. Frosty will be able to shut him down, make that 2. As now, there's going to be an opportunity for EN to break out of spawn and try assert some map control of their own. So we jump on board with Mikiii, who basically just shuts him down outside the tank. And Ventus now going to be able to play their respawns here and play defense. And let's see if they going to be able to have some coordination in doing exactly that. As they manage to come up with 1 kill, but Inferno still pushing forward here with Kaiser. As he turns around and faces Heroz gun right in the face. Inferno now furthest forward for his team. Let's see if he's going to be able to be the thorn in the side of Ventus.
Yeah, this is exactly what Inferno needs to do. You just play it low.
Just play your life. Play your life.
Play your life. Wait for your teammates to come. And once they come, let's coordinate a push. But unfortunately, it does fall there by the hands of Heroz. And it's still Ian applying all the pressure as Ventus still has that 1-0 lead.
Well, he did manage to stay alive, should I say, long enough to be able to wait for his teammates to pull through. As there we go. Frosty comes up with 1, turns around. Unfortunately, he does get shut down. So with 33 seconds left on the board, Ventus do have 1 player pushed forward, and that is Heroz. Currently going 13-5, looking really solid.
That's exactly what Ventus needs from him. They need a player that stands out and that, how can I say, motivates his team to push forward and get spawns or get that hill there, and hopefully he can pull the flag. But I think that's it. I don't think there will be another pull from Ventus or
I don't think there's enough time.
No.
As it looks like the lads from Ventus are going to be happy just holding down map control as we go into the second half here. And it has to be said, the lads from Ventus have been looking really good in the coordinated pushes. EN, this was a huge moment.
Yes.
And that was when the flag carrier went down. It was Heroz being exactly that.
Yeah, definitely being the hero of his team there. As I can bet you now, I think Case, he was the only one up there alive for his team. And if Case got that kill, he would have certainly gotten a capture. But it's still 1-0 for the side of Ventus.
Look at the kills, though, from the lads of EN. I mean, Inferno's not doing as well as we might have thought he would do in a position like this. So, Heroz, definitely the man standing out amongst the crowd at the moment as Hypz picks up the first kill.
Yeah, I just think it plays a team together. Ooh, does he get the kill? No, I think he stopped shooting there for a moment.
Down.
Is Frosty. That's 4 down, and it's player number 6, Inferno, right at the back. They're still waiting for the side of Ventus to push.
It's basically a mirror of what we saw just now on the flip side of things, where EN started out with 4 players down, but let's see if Ventus are going to be able to do something a little bit different here, as Heroz comes up with yet another big kill for his team.
Now
he's been looking so good so far. Just going to be able to play his life, wait for his teammates to push up. We'll be able to take out Frosty, who gets a little bit of impatient there and decides to push out. So just like that, Mikiii challenges and shuts him down. He is about a breath away from dying at the moment, but looking to stay alive and manage to regen that health, as it's going to be EN needing to break their way out of defense here with 3 minutes 58 seconds left on the clock. Ventus still with the 1 flag capture lead.
It really feels like EN does not know when or what to push, as they don't send 2 people one side, 2 people this side, or just a 4-man push from mid, and they really do seem like they're struggling with the coordination, where to go and what to do.
Yeah, it is a bit odd in terms of the coordination. On the other side of things, Ventus looking very solid. See, what they're doing now is we will sacrifice that lane in terms of rotations, knowing that if we keep mid control, we can rotate back and just pick up those numbers. And Tippman doing a phenomenal job, as it's going to be Lee picking up that flag, and Frosty needs to just manage to come up huge, but unfortunately not able to do so.
I think that's another
Inferno picks up 1 of his own, but gets shut down immediately. And lane control being shown so well from the lads there from Ventus. It gives them an opportunity to try pull runner flags, but it's going to be Mikiii shutting the door down on that one, as it's currently 2-0 as Ventus double their lead here on this CTF.
Well, if we jump on board with Javaa quick, you can see Javaa is 100 points away, not even less from another couple of sticks. That's why he's opting to use it again, and he's now 5th.
Oh, sad time for him. But 4 players do go down in quick succession. This is going to give Ventus opportunity to try pull the flag, as they do exactly that. The spawn's going all the way over to overextend. This should be a free cap essentially.
That ruins push. They need Frosty and Co needs to push up as quick as possible, because Lee with huge skills coming in there from his side, and that gives them a 3-cap advantage with only 2 minutes and 15 seconds left.
We've seen this turnaround. We've seen it turn around quickly, and it's going to be EN doing exactly that right now as they turn things around into their favor, as they manage to pick up the flag and try and run this one all the way home.
Number 3.
On the other side of things.
Oh my.
This is going to be absolutely massive as he's playing his life, and we don't want to give away too much information at this point, so we hold on tight here with Tippman, who comes up big, at least just staying alive here. Looking like John Travolta dancing around these bullets, but unfortunately he will go down, as this is going to give an opportunity for Mikiii to try run this one back to his teammates.
Heroz a 3! Oh my goodness, that was huge from him, and stops the flag cap.
Stops the flag cap and gives them an opportunity to turn things around into their favor, as they manage to turn the defense into an attack here, as it's going to be Hypz running this one all the way home.
And that's a cap.
Just like that. I gotta say, maybe it's a little bit too little too late here, as Heroz comes up big yet again. 23 and 9. Absolutely phenomenal.
The man is carrying Ventus on his shoulders at the moment. He is going huge for the squad, and that's exactly what they need, as Mikiii is pushing up, finds one, he's going to look for the second. Unfortunately he doesn't, as Javaa does clean him out right there.
Ventus, it has to be said, they made the best use of their scenarios when they had it, and to be honest, I'd like to see a little bit more investment in terms of cutting down your running routes through mid if you're using things like smoke grenades. It just basically breaks that vision, makes you almost unstoppable from being shot if you just run your lane correctly, and just like that, 4 players down.
That's a gap.
And
no one's gonna
Ian,
stop him.
Unfortunately, lads, it's going to be too late for you guys. There's 30 seconds left on the clock. It has been Ventus the entire show of this second half, and really, really looking solid. And to be honest, man of the match goes over to Heroz, 25 and 11. He's been looking phenomenal throughout, as I believe that more to strike will get called down, as Heroz once again comes up on top of Inferno.
The man's on fire. The man's on complete fire. 5-0. It's insane to see the likes of Ian and even Inferno not dropping the numbers that we usually see from them. And it's huge.
Absolutely huge. Massive plays there as Ventus take yet another map to make this 2-1.
Look at this. This
is the 3-piece.
That's 2. And now Mikiii. Take a seat. That's huge.
Yeah, flag does go down, and just like that, massive plays that turned it around into their favor. Just when you thought Ian could maybe turn around and make that 3-1, that was going to be an important moment. So Ian really not making the most of their opportunities. Ventus doing exactly the opposite, making the most of theirs. And we're going to be going over to Hardpoint on Sainte-Marie-du-Nord.
What a hard point to go to.
It's the map that you can only say with a French accent.
Have you tried to say it in a Burki accent?
Ik weet niet van Sainte-Marie-du-Nord.
I'm not even going to try that. But Nick, if we pull up the scoreboard after you're done there, it is Sainte-Marie HP. And if we look at the scoreboard, just looking at the side of Ian, yes, obviously they did not slay the way you usually see them do. But it comes down to plays. You mentioned earlier that there's certain strats that comes to CTF, and we did not see that from the side of Ian.
No, we definitely didn't see that from Ian. Maybe a little bit of lack in coordination there. Maybe that's just due to having a new player in their squad, essentially. Yes. 2 new players in the squad.
2, yeah.
And maybe that communication just lacking a bit, but hopefully going to be able to have an opportunity going into map number 4 to turn things around into their favor. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're joining us, it is the Cape Town Minor Land, the first of its kind.
Yes.
Today we managed to pull through 9 teams, and the team is that walks away today is going to walk away with 2K in XP.
Beautiful.
And 2K in cash.
That's awesome. But Nick, please explain. I've got the question in my chats quite a lot. How important is XP, and what does XP account for?
So XP is basically the foundations of your rank as a player at ACGL, and it's the way that we determine your seeding into tournaments, which is vitally important. People don't understand why the seeding is so important. It's because you don't want to face the likes of EN or Ventus when you go into your first game. So the lower your seed, the more danger it is to you. So participation is what we like to reward. We want to have people encouraged to be able to participate in as many tournaments as possible, and why we allocate dedicated 2K XP to the minor lands is because we felt we needed to put an emphasis on the lands for people to be able to turn out. At the same time, we also have our online 2Ks. We believe those are even more intense in terms of the amount of competition that you have to go through on those days, but it should be equally rewarded because those are players across the country, whereas we've got local minor lands that are happening. Durban, we're looking to you as well. Hopefully we're going to be able to get you guys a minor land going into the near future, but it's time to kick off with map number 4. It's going to be Hardpoint on St. Marie de Mont, and it's a map that I love. I love that initial gunfight, trying to turn those spawns into those favor, trying to get those top controls through lookout on either side. Do you play it slow by trying to control that main road, or do you just send the rush in and try to get control? And even here, radio tower, very, very important. Try push your players through there to get that top control in an alternate method.
Yeah, you've got so many ways to play this Hardpoint on St. Marie de Mont. As you said, with a French accent there, but the big thing for me is when it comes to that not radio tower, but the opposite one, the third hill.
Yeah.
When you get that your FG or your AR player definitely sitting on
streaks,
on
so
top
important
of it.
as well.
Oh yes, definitely. There's not one hill. The first hill is the only hill that's covered in any roof that you can't get any streaks from, or shot by streaks. So that's gonna be very, very crucial.
Just want to note, SDG looks like it's going to be able to come out onto the field today, as that's going to be the first time we've been seeing it in the finals. And yeah, what we're talking about on the map, a lot of open spaces, but also some covered hills as well. Of course, the first hill is, if you want to use your streaks during that time, I feel bad for you, because you really shouldn't. But sometimes it does always come down to that hill to be able to try close off the game. As now, it looks like Frosty's going to be working his way forward. He does have that FG42, so probably going to try and lock down the longer lanes of sight here. And he's got Tippman to try challenge, and will not be able to come up with any shots on his opposite number, as it's going to be Mikiii trying to push his way in. Comes up with 2.
Huge. That's exactly what he needed. He went right through radio tower and flanked all the way around. But it's Kaiser in the hill, still contesting it as Ventus is trying to slay them out. But it's Mikiii and Frosty now going through. Kaiser as well getting a kill. And Heroz just gets the kill there on Mikiii. And the big thing now for me is rotation. We'll see player number 1. It's Hypz. Hypz is still pushing the hill. And it's all up to Ian if they're going to keep this the spawn at the back there.
Look at this one.
Or is Ventus going to try and break it?
So Ventus now trying to move their way across, but it's going to be a tricky. This gateway is always tried difficult, as Heroz comes up with massive play, clearly keeping consistent with himself from that CTF a bit earlier. Spots out Frosty, but Frosty's going to be able to lock that down. He's currently 3-0. So let's stay on board with him. He's been rocking the FG42, does have a secondary, he turns around, unfortunately gets baited out there, as just like that, it's going to be the lads from Ventus working their way in, but Spawn's still managing to maintain here from the lads from Energy Esports.
And that is huge from Ian, just keeping that spawn, and that's exactly what you want from them, as I almost said John Cena again, but Javaa Cena getting the kill there and does fall immediately. And still 30 seconds left. Ventus needs to push this and get rotation. We can see play number 3.
Heroz, good luck, good sir. That's going to be a really difficult task with 3 players surrounding the hill. He tried to push his way in, and around the 20-second mark, this should give the indication for Energy Esports to try rotate their way out and try hold on to those spawns, as that is going to be exactly what Ventus are doing right now. Got set up early, and this is a hill that you can hold for a decent amount of time if you get your ARs to lock down those long lines of sight.
Yeah, they do need to do so. Ian with a lead more than 30 points, so they need to crawl back immediately, as Frosty's still in the hill with his FG. Is he going to fall? Unfortunately he does, and it's all Ventus now, and Ian looking to break back as quick as possible.
Ventus Heroz now trying to hold down this hill. They need to work their way back, currently 30 points down. And so far, let's just take a step back and look at exactly what is happening in terms of the scorelines. Mikiii looking once again solid. He was really good in that first HP, but looked towards his teammates. I believe the letdown for him there was Kaiser last time.
Yes.
So Kaiser needs to keep holding this tight. He's currently on a 2.0 KD, as he does get shut down and turns that into a 1 point, around about 8 or 9, quick math.
Yes.
As we go over to Ventus Hypz.
Where did that go? Where did your voice go?
It disappears sometimes.
But yeah, as I mentioned just before the game started, this third hill is increasingly very, very difficult to keep. It's all open. You got 3 points to push from, and you have your AR probably on the top mid area. but it's Mikiii now going to push in and going to probably contest and try and get the kill there from Tippman, and yes, he does so, and that's all 4 down now from the side of Ventus.
Frosty going big, and look at that, so close to streaks at the moment as he sits down and pre-fires that corner. Unfortunately, he will get shot down with the last bullet of Tippman, as Inferno is going to turn around things into his favor as he comes out the doors. So explosive here from Inferno at the moment, as EN are still holding down to all the points that they need to be able to extend this gap, as that does get contested, but Frosty's going to be able to shut down his opposite number, and I love this rotation here from Inferno. Picks up one, and will he be able to pick up the second? No, his teammate says thank you very much, and just like that, 20 seconds left on the heel, so it's always a good mark to indicate, you know what, it's time to rotate.
Well, we can already see from the side of EN, their slaying power is, totally different than what you saw at the CTF.
Yeah.
And they got their streaks, so it's all up to EN now to lose. And if Ventus can't turn this around, it's going to be a whitewash, I would say.
Definitely EN feeling a little bit more comfortable with HP at this point.
Oh, yes.
It's so indicative of their play at the moment, as we jump on board with Frosty, currently the kill leader for his team. And it looks like 66 points, of course, over to Ventus, as they're going to be holding down heel at the moment. So it's going to be up to the lads from EN to try break this one, as a barrage of fire comes down and a big push. But it's Heroz shutting down. Unfortunately, before he gets the 3-piece, gets shut down at just 2.
That kill needed to be traded as soon as possible, but does fall now in the hands of Ventus again. But Mikiii is still menacing in the hill, and EN still has that 50-point advantage.
Very scrappy between both of these teams, and to be honest, one thing that you want to consider here is if you're on the side of EN, it's just contesting hill and making sure you hold spawns, because we've got 10 seconds left here.
That's number 5. That's exactly what Frosty is doing. He's rotating, but I think Lee is going to spot him. Yes, he does, but Kaiser still at the back there, looking for the trade. Is it? Oh, he is one shot. He will probably be contesting him at the moment. He still has his life there at the back. I don't know if Kaiser spotted him. Yes, he does now. So the hill in the hands of EN yet again.
As he does get shut down, it's going to be the lads from Ventus pushing their way forward, and they need to push away the spawns here from EN, as there's going to be huge kills coming in from Inferno as Javaa trades that one out, and it's going to be Heroz coming through the back, picks up one, he should make it 3. Just one. There we go.
He does get it, and that was huge. The flank coming in there from Heroz once again, going huge for the squad, and I think EN has decided to rotate
free
early.
20 points essentially for them, unless this remains uncontested, as Inferno tries to run away from a barrage of fire in his back.
Inferno spooled all the way out.
Oh, that's a horrible spawn.
That is a horrible spawn, but it's all up to Ventus now to get that last guy.
I want to look to the player number 2, as it's going to be Lee, who comes up with a big kill. This should give them the rotation opportunity to try push these spawns, as it's going to be once again a coordinated push from Ventus, as once again it's Mikiii spawning out rather far here, and this is a good opportunity for Ventus to push their way forward.
Huge.
Mikiii on the other side of things, he's got Frosty. A little bit of running room to work with as he holds things down tight. We'll be able to pick up. No! Ventus Heroz jumps down and says, get away from my teammate. As Frosty comes up with the streaks, we'll be able to come up with 1, make that 2, as the guns do hail down from the heavens above.
And more streaks going down, this time from Ventus, and we'll see if he can replicate that. He does pick up Inferno, and now crawling their way back into the lead is Ventus. It's close.
It is definitely a close game, and look at that. Beelzebub takes out Mikiii, and a little bit of team fire, a little bit of miscoordination, as Inferno is going to try pick up the slack here.
Rotation again. Rotation. Look at rotation again. It is in the hands of Ventus. Lee's playing that slide corner there at the back. Barn, but does get the trade and falls there.
This next heal is going to be massive.
It's huge. It's all down to the AOS, I would say. And it's number 5 being Frosty. That's still in the middle area there. They have streaks to work with. Is Ventus. So do EN. We'll see who uses them the best.
And here we go. Trying to break it as a unit, but it's Javaa saying, what are you doing? As he shuts down 2 of the opposition players. Heroz on the other side of things. Brings up the streaks, and it's the perfect hill to do so.
Oh, that's 3! Is he going to find the 4th?
Unfortunately, not able to find the 4th there, as raining down with that. Absolutely phenomenal here from the lads of Ventus, turning this one around.
Ventus turning up, Heroz turning up. He is 29 and 16.
You know what's a great option for him to be able to do, shut down the one entrance of the next spawn, or should I say the next hill, and from that point it makes it so difficult to try and get back in there, as he eventually does get shut down. So 24 seconds left on the clock. Ventus have a great opportunity. Will he decide to use his streaks? No, with 40. Yeah, he's going to shut down the opposite side. You've got to believe that that's exactly what he's going to do. As he shuts down the order, it's Javaa once again coming up with a massive two-piece as the staircase man will get shut down. And it's going to be Ventus holding down.
They need to check that top, obviously. Yes, will he find him? Yes, he does.
Does exactly that.
They are... Oh, it's counting down.
Ladies and gentlemen, they are just 10 seconds away from becoming the Cape Town Minor League champions. Minor Land champions rather, as it's going to be the lads from Energy trying to shut them down as it does become contested. 1 kill, make it 2,
3,
and just
2,
like that,
from behind. Oh, he does get in. There's 1 second in it. Is Ventus going to break it? They are pushing in.
As Mikiii, they still do have spawns as well. So this is
kill comes in. Is he going to get it? No, it's still Kaiser in the hill, keeping them out. Oh, and the rotation is all in the Ian hand. Are they going to push it? They need to push it. They only need 1 second. And they're going to get it, and they do get it!
A huge play from Ventus.
Ventus, the winners of the ACGL Minor. Huge plays from them. From the start. Caden, Heroz.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Absolutely insane. 31 and 21. What a man coming to the party and just shutting out Ian.
Huge plays there from the man Heroz, coming up absolutely massive for his squad, and Dalra is getting a little bit excited on the right hand side.
Let's go.
Really
exactly
carrying his team in the slaying department, and look at the time on hill. 2 minutes 29 seconds, 31 kills. Heroz, round of applause. Take a bow, good sir.
Well done.
As it's gonna be EN falling out of that one, and it is them coming up in second. So ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you very much. It is the Minor Lands, and this is the first one completed in all 3 areas: PE, Joburg, as well as Cape Town. We'll be adding Durban soon, so make sure you check out that one. So we've also got a tournament on ACGL tomorrow. If you want to check that out, you can win yourself some CC. Enter the tournament on Wednesday. I believe we've got another 4v4 keeping you busy here at ACGL. So from my side, Nick Holden, as well as the ACGL family and all the crew that's been here and throughout South Africa, thanks to Nexus, thanks to Plan G, thank you to the ACGL family out and abroad. There's too many of you to mention. And thanks of course to all of the teams that supported. Really do appreciate it. This is an initiative to try grow South African esports, as well as the Call of Duty community that we know and love. Thank you to Delray, and I guess I'll be catching you guys next time. Any final words from you guys?
Well, what a great tournament, I must say. This being a major around the corner, 24th of February, if I'm correct. That's going to be what?
Huge.
Huge.
I want to see 30 teams minimum.
Yeah, minimum teams flying down, and that's exactly what we want to see. So if you want to get involved in the Call of Duty scene, firstly, get Twitter. Follow some of the kids. They do tweet out most of the events that's taking place, and do check the ACGL site. You'll find anything related to Call of Duty, even other esports if you are involved in there, and hit us up and Get yourself involved. Get yourself involved indeed. We'll leave it on that note. Thanks to everybody who tuned in, and we'll catch you guys next time. Cheers. Cheers.